Everything else is an option. So please treat that optionally. Listen to the wisdom of your own body. Honor your own body's wisdom by giving it what it's asking for. So, as always, we will land and ground and raise gratitude and set intention, and then we'll begin to breathe. We're going to breathe today, and then we'll do some movement, and then we'll finish with a nice twist and a deep rest. So I'm going to be here about 50 minutes all told by the time we're done. So let's move right into it. So support precedes action. Find a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that feels like for you. Bring yourself into that. Come into this place. Come into this space. Feel into the physical sensation of connection at whatever part of your body is in contact with something. The floor, the chair, the seat, the wall, the cushion. Maybe you're seated in a chair with your feet flat on the floor underneath your knees. Whatever part of your body is touching something, feel that physical sensation. Make little micro adjustments so you can actually feel that physical sensation. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection. Open your awareness to the possibility that that physical sensation of connection is support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then imagining you could root into those places of support as if you could extend roots down into the earth from those physical places of connection. I invite you to imagine that. And as you root down, I invite you to lengthen your side body, lengthen your spine, lengthen your crown. Experiment with shaking and lifting your head to free the back of the neck so that you can feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And then holding the spine elongated and aligned, turn your awareness to your breath. Find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages and begin to breathe in and out through your nostrils. Following your inhale into your body, wherever it may go without stress, strain, or exertion. Following your exhale out of your body, letting go completely, emptying completely, releasing all that is no longer needed. Holding your awareness right there, be right there at the beginning of the next inhale, following that inhale in. And that exhale out. As you settle into breath awareness, following your inhale in and out, on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and to allow to arise in your heart space a sense of gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful here this morning. Perhaps for you, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever it is that arises when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye and to anchor your gratitude here in your heart place and to hold it there for the duration of your practice. And if you would like to set an intention for your practice today, perhaps a simple intention to just keep your gratitude anchored or to just be right there with each inhale, I invite you to do so now by stating it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And listening for the echoes of your intention in your being, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart. And if you would like to offer a benediction to seal your intention, I invite you to do so now as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then release your hands, lift your chin, straighten your spine, make any adjustments to your seat that you need in order to be supported. We're going to be seated for a few minutes while we do some breathing. All right, so remember with the breath practices that the body is still, the awareness is on the breath in the nostril or the mouth. The focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or just beyond the tip of the nose if your eyes are just narrow. And it's all about the breath. Now, there'll be a little movement here with the arms and the body, but if the arms and body movement gets in the way of the breath, stop and just be in the breath. It's about the breath, all right? Cosmic Breath 4, let's begin. So inhale is through the nostrils. Exhale is through the mouth. Cannon breath. So on the inhale, the palms will slide up the thighs if you're seated cross-legged, or up the thighs if you're seated in a chair. And the heart will lift, the crown will lift. The lower spine might arch a little bit. On the exhale through the mouth, the spine will round, the chin will tuck, the hips will tuck under. So it looks like this. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the mouth. All right, find your practice, begin, and let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Begin to find your rhythm and your pace and your breath in your practice. So your breath will probably be different than mine, but you're in your own practice, honoring yourself. Inhaling through the nose, arching and lifting. Exhaling out the mouth, rounding and releasing. Fully present, fully engaged. Stay steady. No overexertion. Inhale and exhale are equal length, volume, and intensity. All right. On your next exhale, pause for a moment. And now we're going to reverse that. So now the inhale, same movement, but the inhale will come through the mouth. And on the exhale, through the nose, we'll round and release. So inhale, arms slide up, arch and lift through the mouth. Exhale out the nose, round and release. Continue your rhythm. Cosmic Breath 5, your pace, your breath, your practice. In through the mouth, out through the nose. Steady, calm, focused on the breath, moving within our own body. Inhale and exhale equal. Movement is rhythmic without extra effort. Focus at the brow point or at just tip of the nose. Feeling into your own experience here. On your next inhale, take a full inhale. Gently retain this breath. And now we're going to put that all together in a combination. So a little bit of a little bit of what might be a little bit of challenge. You'll figure it out. It's really very simple. So the exhale here will be through the mouth, rounding the back. On the inhale will be through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. So we're alternating each time. So you'll figure it out. So begin as you are ready. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Inhale mouth. Exhale nose. Same movement with the body. You've got this. Just follow along. So this is circular, right? We're alternating each time. Calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within your own body. Doing the best you can. Don't overthink it. On your next inhale, gently retain the breath. Lift at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Engage your root lock. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin slightly, be very still. Allow everything to settle at the center of your being. Notice your experience. Just be still for a moment. As you are ready, release your locks, release your breath, release your hands, lift your chin. Thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Hands on the knees, palms up. Notice what shifted for you. So just a couple minutes of breath work. Notice your experience. Notice what shifted. If you are like me, you may want to take this opportunity to clear your passageways. That breath can raise a little mucus, clearing our passageways and opening us up to the experience of our next practice. All right, take a cleansing breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. All right, make any adjustments that you need to make or want to make to be comfortable in your seated posture. If you're not used to seating for a long period of time, maybe make a crisscross change, make a slight adjustment. All right, our next breath. The inhale is through the mouth, and the arm will move across the top of the crown and down over the thigh. So out in the palm, out with the palm facing out and the fingers extended, up and around, making a fist as you begin that exhale. So the inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then we'll alternate the other hand. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So you got this. Begin your rhythm. Eyes closed or narrowed, body very still. Prana Shakti, prana, breath, energy, life force, Shakti, the energy of the divine. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Spine is long and aligned, body is still. We're aware of the breath in the nostrils and the mouth. We're focused at the brow point or the tip of the nose, very still here. Even though the arms are moving, the body is still. We're calm and we're steady. One more here. As you exhale, release your hands to your knees, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Lift the crown. Tuck the chin slightly. Relax the shoulders. Be very still. Notice your experience. Notice where the energy is in your body. Notice the state of your mind. Notice your ability to access your heart space. Check in with your gratitude and your intention. We have one more here. Take a cleansing breath, full inhale. Sigh it out. All right. Pranashakti, another version of Pranashakti. So on the inhale, the arms will rise from the shoulders toward the ceiling, fingers extended, palms forward. On the exhale, the elbows will come down toward the ribs. The palms will turn into fists. Now, be mindful of yourself. We're not trying to beat ourselves in the ribs with the elbows, okay? Be mindful. We're not. First rule of yoga, do not hurt you, okay? So inhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. So it goes like this. Now, if you like, the eyes can travel up with the inhale and down and close with the exhale. But if you're like me, that little movement of the eyes begins to get you all discombobulated. And the next thing you know, you're all wacky. So just be aware of that. If that happens, just stop and just move the arms. Okay? All right. Let's set ourselves into our supported posture and begin. Inhale. Inhale up, exhale down. In, nose, out, mouth. Maybe the eyes travel with you, maybe not. Inhale, equal or equal. So do not overdo either side. Remember, we're calm and we're steady and we're focused on the breath. And we're moving within our own body. Inhale up. Bring the thumbs to lightly touch. Lift at the base of the spine and the pelvic bowl. Engage your root lock. Lengthen through the fingers. Arms are up, but the shoulders are relaxed. Chin is slightly tucked. Feel the full length of the spine here. Be still. As you are ready, release your locks, release your breath, release your arms to your knees. Thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Spine long, body still. Whoo. Feel into your experience. Notice where you are and what shifted for you. Notice what a little breath work can do to shift your mind state. These moments of stillness are important to the practice. This is where you notice and take note of how the practice has shifted your mind state, your physical state, your mental state, your psychological state, your spiritual state. We do these practices so that we can shift and regulate, increasing our resilience, increasing our range of options, giving us different opportunities to respond. And we learn how to do this in the privacy of our space so we can take it with us into the busyness of our day. All right, enough. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Full inhale. And a complete exhale. And make your way around to your mat. We're going to begin to do a little bit of movement here. So we're going to start today in our tabletop posture. So the knees are underneath the hips. The feet are behind the knees in alignment. The hands are underneath and slightly maybe in front of the shoulders, creating a little length through the torso. The crown is long. Hips are pressed toward the wall behind you, crown of the hip toward the wall in front of you. Now, first thing to do is check your alignment here. So a lot of us think our shoulders are wider than they are. A lot of us think our hips are wider than they are. So look at your knees and see if there's maybe one fist width between them. Look at your hands and see that there's maybe one fist width between them. That's more appropriate to your alignment. Then make your slight micro adjustments for balance as you need. All right, we're just going to do a couple of things here. On the inhale, the lower spine will arch a little bit. The heart will come forward, the crown will come up. This mimics the movement we were doing seated. And then on the exhale, we'll round the spine and release the chin toward the chest and bring the biceps to frame the ears. So these are our cat-cow posture here. Inhale, arch and lift. That's our cow posture. Exhale, round and release. That's our cat posture. And just do a couple of these just to feel a little bit of movement in your spine. And it might just be a real subtle movement. You might not feel hardly anything at all, depending on the amount of flexibility in your spine. And that's okay. Know that the practice is working, even if you can't feel it. All right, come back to neutral on your inhale. And on your exhale, roll over the ball of your right foot and press back through your right heel as you lift the right knee. Feel the length in the back of the right leg. Take a breath here. Side out. On your next inhale, lift that right heel level with the hips and press the toes away. Take a breath here. Side out. On the inhale, if you like, extend the left arm, bicep by the ear, shoulder height. Press the fingers away, press the toes away. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that knee and that palm back down. Take an inhale, get long through the crown. As you exhale, roll over the ball of the left foot. Press back through the left heel. Feel the length in the left leg. Inhale here. Exhale here. As you inhale, lift the left heel level with the hips and point the toes away. Inhale here. Exhale here. If you like, on the inhale, extend the right arm, bicep frames the ear, fingers go long. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Bring that palm and that knee back down. All right, we're going to add a little movement here. Inhale, right leg high, left arm long, point the toes and fingers. Inhale, maybe a slight arch of the spine. Exhale, bring the knee and the elbow together as you round the spine. Move with your breath. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale long. Exhale, bring that hand and that knee back down. Lengthen the spine. And inhale, left leg, right arm. Get long. Inhale, slight arch of the spine. Exhale, round and release. Elbow to knee underneath the body. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale long. Exhale, bring that knee and that hand back down. Take a moment here to walk the hands out in front of you, dropping the chest toward the mat. Hips stay high. You're just melting your heart toward the mat. Maybe your forehead comes to a block, hint, or maybe to the mat. Heart melting pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, lift your crown, walk your hands back underneath the shoulder, and then press the hips back on the exhale toward the heels. So you're coming into your child's pose. Release the torso to the top of the thighs, bring the forehead to a block, hint, or to the mat. Child's pose, extended child's pose. Press into your fingertips. Feel the length underneath your arms. Feel your hips move back toward your heels. Breathe in as you relax your hands. Breathe out. As you breathe out, bring your hands back by your feet, palms up. Relax your shoulders. Inhale here. Wisdom pose or child's pose. Breathe, exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, bring your hands long. On your exhale, come up through tabletop and curl the toes of your feet. Press back through the heels and begin to lift the knees. Lift the hips toward the ceiling and the wall behind you. Press into your fingertips and the heel of your palm. Press your chest back toward your thighs. Let your crown drop toward the mat. Let your heels drop toward the bottom of your mat. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bend your bend your right knee and press back to your left heel. Feel the length in the left leg. If you went the other way, don't worry. We're going to go the other way in a moment. Breathe in. On your exhale, bend your other knee, or your left knee in my case. Press your right heel back toward the bottom of the mat. Feel the length in the back of the right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bend both knees, lift the hips up and back, and then straighten the leg-ish. Drop your heels toward the mat-ish in the direction of downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, walk the hands back to the feet, coming into your forward fold. So pick up your toes. Feel the 4 points of the foot. Inside and outside of the ball of the foot, inside and outside of the heel. Feel those 4 points. Get your balance there. And then press your toes down to feel that additional support. Remember, support precedes action. Take your hands for bracing. Grab your opposite elbow in front of or maybe behind the legs. And then release your crown toward the mat, your forehead toward your shins. Lift your hips toward the ceiling and the wall behind you. Straight legs perhaps. Breathe in, forward fold. Breathe out. If you're doing bracing, switch your hands to the opposite elbow. There you go. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. As you exhale, release your hands, bring them to your shins, press the palms against the shins, straighten the arms to brace and support the torso rising parallel to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. As you exhale, release your hands, release your head, come back to forward fold and bend your knees. Feel your hips begin to sink as if you're going to sit in a chair. And then if you like for support, bring your hands to the top of your knees on your thighs. From here, straighten your arms to support lifting the torso. Now you're in your supported chair. Sink your hips a little deeper perhaps. Straighten your torso a little more perhaps. Be in your chair. Look down, see your toes in front of your knees. If you don't, make your micro adjustments. Crown is long. Breathe into the heart. Breathe out. If you like, bring your hands to prayer or maybe even to extended Our biceps framing the ears. Thunderbolt pose here. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, straighten your leg. Take your arms high. Press your palms together. Interlace the fingers. Cross the thumbs. Lengthen toward the ceiling as you exhale. Lean to your left. Bump your right hip. Feel the length in the right arm. Now be sure, tendency here is to collapse that left arm. So let's stay long out of both arms and both legs. Big stretch in the right side, but we're also feeling the stretch in the left side body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center, get long. Exhale, lean to your right. Bumping the left hip, staying long out of both arms and both legs. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center. Get long. Take your thumbs toward the wall behind you. Lengthen through your crown. Maybe a little back bend, maybe not. Just feel into your own experience here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your hands to prayer. Check in with your gratitude and your intention that you set at the beginning. And let us move. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Push back at the hip crease. Release the crown. Come into your forward fold. Brace if you like on the inhale. Come to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Place your hands beside your feet. And then walk your hands out, coming into a plank. So find your plank posture where you're balanced. Hands slightly in front of the shoulder, not too wide. Feet pressing back. Long line of energy from the crown of the head to the heel. And then exhale, lift the hips, release the crown, come back to downward dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands and go ahead and drop your left knee in the top of your left foot. Inhale, press into the right heel. Pick up your hands, maybe stack them on the right thigh. Press the palms to straighten the arms and support your torso. This is your supported low lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink the hips on the exhale. On the inhale, take your arms high. Find your hand position, whatever that looks like for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back to join the left, come into downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands, right knee down. Establish yourself here. Press into the heel and the knee, pick up the hands, stack them the opposite way on the other thigh. Straighten the arms to lift the torso. Lengthen the crown and sink the hips. Supported low lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take the arms high. Get long. Exhale, sink in. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee, and step the right foot forward to join the left. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Brace on your knees if you like. Sink the hips. Come into your chair. Straighten the torso. Take your arms to the position that's appropriate for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, straighten, lift through tall mountain. Exhale, release your hands to prayer. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back. Now, option to drop the knee or keep the knee lifted. Press back to the right heel. Stack your hands on your thigh. Straighten the arms, support the torso. Supported high lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take your arms high. Find your arm position. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, steps the left foot back to join the right, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left knee if you like, or stabilize, press back through the left heel. Bring your hands to your right. Straighten your arms, support your torso, find your supported lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take your arms high. Find your arm position. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. On the exhale, hands down, frame the foot. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stack the knees, support yourself if you like. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sink in. Find your arm position. Breathe into your chair. Breathe out. Inhale, long through tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a breath. Check in with your gratitude. Check in with your intention. On the inhale, the arms go high. On the exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Right foot back. Your choice. Rise up. Find your lunge. Take your time. Move through the knee if you need to. Establish yourself in support first. Remember, support precedes action. We're going to pulse from here. Inhale, long. Exhale. Hinge forward. The torso comes over to the left knee. The arms go back along the hips. Lightning lunge. Inhale. Torso lifts. Whoa, balance here. Arms go high. Crescent lunge. Continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more here. Inhale, high. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, step back, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward. Your choice here. Find your posture. Establish your supports and rise into your crescent. Take your time if you need to. Work through the knee if you need to. Once you've established yourself in your crescent, inhale, get long. Exhale, lightning lunge. Inhale, your rhythm. Exhale, lightning, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, step the left foot forward, join the right, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Brace if you need to. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, sink in. Inhale here. Exhale here. On the inhale, long through tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer. Check in with your gratitude. Check in with your intention. Stabilize your breath. All right. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back, drop the right heel down and in. Bend into the left knee, press into the left heel. Maybe bring your hands to your knee for support. Straighten the arms to lift the torso. Establish yourself here. Take your arms high. Warrior one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your next inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the hands to prayer at the chest or to the waist. Exhale, hinge forward over that left leg. So we're in a modified warrior posture here. Now, hands to the knee, to the shin, to the ankle. Stay supported here as you begin to inch forward. Roll to the ball of your right foot and inch your torso forward. Maybe you take a little short step with that right foot, taking a little bit of the weight off that foot. Block is real helpful here for support. If you have your block or blocks, maybe bring your hands to your block. We're going to come into this posture where we begin to lengthen through the crown and lift the right heel. So just like in tabletop, we're lifting the right heel level with the hips and pointing the right toes away. Your hands can come maybe slightly in front of that left foot on your block. Bolster, support, whatever you need here. The crown is long. Breathe here. This is a version of Warrior 3. If you have the balance and the flexibility and the strength, maybe you pick up your hands like you did in lightning lunge, place them back alongside the hips. Maybe not. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your right foot down and then bring it forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Release the head, release the hands. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. I'll spare you the chair this time. And exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left heel down. Bend the right knee. Establish the weight in the feet. Your support precedes action. Support is in the feet. Find your balance weight in the feet. Maybe stack your hands. Lift the torso. Establish yourself here. Inhale, take the arms high. Warrior one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring the hands to prayer or to the hips. Roll to the ball of the left foot and hinge the torso forward over that right leg. Now you can drop those hands to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle. And you may want to hop a little forward to take a little weight off that left leg. As you are ready, establish yourself with your supports and then hinge the hips forward over the right foot. Lift the left heel level with the hips, point the toes. Lift the crown. Extension. Coming into your version of Warrior 3. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. As you exhale, bring that left foot down to meet the right. Release the head, release the hands, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, pay attention here. Sink the hips, come into your chair. Full inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back, drop the right heel down and in. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, release and lift the crown. Lift the heart. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Curl the toes. Inhale, press back to plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale. Hands to prayer, frame the foot, step the right foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips and come into your chair. Exhale, establish your chair. Inhale, straighten through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Ooh, look at the time. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Walk, step, or float back to your plank and lower yourself to your mat. Roll to your back. Establish yourself here. All right. We're going to do our twist here. Bring your heels toward your hips, your knees toward the ceiling. Take your right leg long. Lift the right leg. Cross the right thigh tightly atop the left. Let the right foot fall outside the left calf. Lengthen the crown. Take your arms out to the side. Inhale here. Exhale. Let both knees fall to the left as you look over your right shoulder, keeping that right shoulder down and relaxed. Let gravity and the weight of the legs do the work here. Nowhere to go. You don't have to get anywhere. You're already here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, the knees back to center, the head back to center. Take the right leg high and long, and then bring the right heel back to the hip, the right knee toward the ceiling. Extend the left leg, lift it high, cross it tightly atop the right. Lengthen the crown here. Inhale. As you exhale, let both knees fall to the right as you look over your left shoulder, keeping the left shoulder down. Notice the difference on this side, different organ structure in the body. Everything is different. Or just let weight and let gravity do the work here. Let weight of the legs do the work here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Take the left leg high and long. Bring the left heel back in. Bring both knees to the chest. Reach up and grab where you can. Bring your nose toward your knees. Make a nice tight little ball here. Squeeze. 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 And release. Legs go long. Toes fall open. Knees move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Hands come by your hips. Palms up. Crown is long. Lower back is relaxed. Preparing for our rest, take a moment here to provide yourself with any additional support you may want in this posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster. Anything that'll provide you perhaps 1% more support. Go ahead and avail yourself of that now. And then settle in. Let go. Release. Be done. You're done. Allow yourself to be done here. Release any shaping of the body, any shaping of the breath, any shaping of the mind. Offer yourself this moment of rest. Feel into the support along the entire back side of your body. Feel yourself being cocooned or hugged by gravity, held on your mat, fully supported the entire backside. We've got your back. The earth has your back. The earth is there for you, holding you. Allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to be supported. Allow yourself to rest. What is it like to rest? To let go completely, to surrender, to allow yourself to be held and supported. What is it like to know that you're supported? Can you rest in that support? Can you feel into the gift that you are offering yourself in this moment? Can you feel into this perhaps sweetness, perhaps stillness, perhaps bliss? Whatever it is, can you feel into what it is like to give yourself this moment of rest? If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that notice and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to reacclimate with your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your wrists and your ankles. As you continue to recognize your breath and be aware of your breath, I invite you to continue to reacclimate to your body using any movement that is organic to you. Maybe a long good morning stretch, maybe rubbing your palms and your soles together, maybe a little weeble wobble, maybe a little rocking, whatever it is that helps you to reintegrate and reconnect with the entirety of your body. And as you reacclimate with the entirety of your body, I invite you to do what you need to do for yourself to support yourself as you prepare to roll and return to your seated posture. And as you are prepared, and only as you are prepared, find a supported way to bring yourself back into your supported seat. As you resettle into your supported seat, re-elongating your spine, reconnecting with your breath, I invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you're grateful. Maybe there's no more chairs in this. I'm sorry, little ad lib there. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, and recognize that. Witness yourself there in gratitude. And as you sit in witness of yourself in your own gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in grateful witness for as long as you can, for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.